Heather Christine and Matt Zaddy, a duo made of love and music. Heather Christine has been a vocalist, actress, and dancer for 15 years, and she captivates the audience with her personality and charm. And Matt Zaddy is also a musician and songwriter with a blend of folk rock, rhythm, and blues. Welcome to my studio.
Happy to be here.
Thank you.
I am so thrilled to have you both together.
Thank you for having us.
Yeah, thanks for having us. We're happy to be here.
Wonderful. So we're going to start with Christine. Do you want to give me a little bit of background on how your journey came about to be a musician?
Sure. So I've pretty much sang and created my whole life long since I was a little child. And my great-grandfather actually was a notable jazz player that played with some jazz greats like Miles Davis, Charlie Parker, Dizzy Gillespie, Max Roach. So I think it was just really in my genes. And I was really blessed to have two parents that really supported that love of art and expression in me. So I started performing professionally at a pretty young age and have just always found so much love and joy through the arts and connecting with community that it's just carried me forward. So here we are today.
I just love to hear people's backgrounds and how do they come to the music stage, and they just, suddenly you see them perform, but you really never know where they come from and how they started. And, I'm also curious about you, Matt. How did you start?
My music started, I was lucky. I had parents that put me in music lessons from a young age, and when I was a teenager, I had a couple of kind of magic moments happen where I said, okay, this is what I want to do with my life. For my first, 10 to 12 years playing professionally, I actually played mostly in the heavy metal and punk hardcore scene. So I played around North America doing a much heavier style of music than I do now. About 8 years ago, I ended that project and was I wasn't sure exactly what I wanted to do, so I just kind of casually took certain, performances here or there. And what ended up happening was I had all of these songs that just started pouring out of me, and they all just seemed to suit acoustic guitar, and I started performing them live, and the response was great. And I said, well, I really like these songs, and I really like how people are responding to them, so I have to pursue this. And it, within a few years, turned into a full-time career for me.
A taste of all the pain and all the blood and sweat and tears we cried. It's got me thinking I was wrong.
So I released my new album this year, and it's called Love and Color. And the songs are all original compositions of mine that are a fusion of pop and jazz and R&B. And the songs were really inspired by falling in love with, of course, my husband, Matthew, and life after coming out of a hard depression and just kind of coming through a really, really hard time in my life. And by the grace of just getting back into the arts and use my arts in that direction, so many wonderful things started happening and doors started opening, and I was singing a lot of Latin music with my girlfriend Julia Yuhas, and then I just kept on performing and met Matthew, and I fell in love, and life just seems so beautiful and so vibrant.
The love just made it. The love about to come into a song.
Yes.
Yes.
And
your life became a song.
It did, Stella.
The color of our love is real. Oh, the color of our love, it guides me. When I feel you beside me, around me. Oh, the color of our love, it frees me. When I feel you beside me, around me. We've come so far to get where we are.
The first week that I launched it, a station in Barcelona featured it and made it #1, Smooth Jazz Sitges, so thank you. It's getting play in Boston and on Jazz FM this week, and I'm just so grateful. So I feel like when there's that spirit behind your art, it crosses a barrier with people and they feel it in their soul, whether that's music or art or literature or dance.
How do we find your album?
Well, you can get it on all digital platforms, including Matt's Music, Spotify, or Apple Music,
And the
CD
name?
Baby. It's called Love and Color, and I also have hard copies of CDs, which people still actually like to buy.
No, let's talk a little bit about the performances you did for the theater. They're very interesting.
Oh, yes.
I'm really curious about them.
One of the biggest challenges in my life, I was hired to pay tribute to the iconic women of country. So I was paying tribute to Patsy Cline and Miss Loretta Lynn, and as well as the iconic Miss Karen Carpenter.
Heather Christine is also a recipient of the Mississauga Arts Awards for the Emerging Theatre and also for the Mississauga Music Awards, right?
Thank you, Stella. Yes.
And Matt, you also have an award.
Yeah, in 2017 I won was the first year they did the Mississauga Music Awards. I won for Best Acoustic Artist.
Right.
The year prior to that, I received an award from the Canadian Community Arts Initiative, which runs the Mosaic Festival in Mississauga.
Yes.
They gave me the Community Arts Award for the work I do in Mississauga and Peel Region with community musicians.
Congratulations, that's really good. I think every artist works so hard to be at that level, and you guys did it. It seems easy to you because it just comes naturally. Right?
It's one of those things. It comes from a place of love, right?
Yeah,
so when you're putting
well,
something
it's-
out there honestly, you know,
When you feel love
Yeah.
is not work.
That's it, yeah.
It's just you just love it.
I was going to say, like we're up there working, but it's with a smile on my face.
That's right. That's right. And so many other places you also performed, you know, besides the theater and
Yes.
local events. And, you know, I know you've been in the Mississauga Celebration Square a few
Yes.
times. You've been into the Harbourfront Center and Fort York. Also, Heather performs by herself as well as Heather Christine, right? And Matt performs by himself as
Yes.
Matt Zaddy. And together you also have a duo. Tell us about that.
Yeah, we're the duo we have together is called River North, and we, from the day that Heather and I started performing together, we had this really natural chemistry where the two of us really connected musically. The timbre of our voices just seemed to suit each other well. So it's been great. Like, we've performed together, I guess it's been almost 10 years.
Lucky to be coming home again.
Your music does talk for you, and it's love that you portray
Thank you
as
so
artists.
much. I always say to Matt, I'm like, I don't have to be on your gigs because I'm like, I don't want to step on your toes. So I'm always saying like, it's okay, you can do it by your.
The thing that is this nice is because we each have our own music that we've written, we share the spotlight. So the songs that are my tunes, Heather will back me up on, and then the songs that are her songs, I back her up on. So it works really nicely. We have a good balance that way where we both support each other's music, which is great.
What about that song you wrote, We Are the North? Yeah, tell me about that project.
Sure,
That's
sure.
so cool.
We were preparing in Canada to celebrate the 150th anniversary of Canada. So we called on some of our good friends, Arlene Pakulin, who is a very, very talented singer-songwriter. We love her so much. And Paul Castro, The Identity Crisis, who's a very talented songwriter who helped me to produce my album with Anthony Finacci. Anyway, and they came to our house and we sat around the table and the song just wrote itself.
The sound of hope and dreams uniting you and me. Underneath the same blue sky, our canvas is diversified. Shaking hands, changing minds. The future that is unified. We are the North, we are the strong. We are together and we are free. We are the North, we are the strong. We come together, you and me. No matter what you wear, the color of your hair, beneath the surface we know love's a common theme.
Heather Christine just released a new album and it's called Love in Color. The video we have is called We Could Be Lovers. And the dancer is Marcelino da Costa and
Dancer named Kossi.
Come, baby boy, won't you ride with me? Show you all the things that you never seen. Oh my. Come, baby boy, won't you take my hand? I'll show everyone that you are my man. Oh my. Come, baby boy, won't you walk with me? I'll tell you everything when you talk with me. Oh my. I've been by myself nearly every day, and the time has come, and I wanna play. Oh my. Oh baby, baby, my soul, you're a part of me. Oh my. Love in my heart is alive in me, and it will never die, it'll thrive in me. Oh my. Oh baby, baby, I wanna love you now. Wanna love you, really wanna love you. Oh baby, baby, I wanna love you right now. 'Cause I was just thinking that.
I've been pretty lucky. Over the last couple of years, I've been able to play a lot of festivals across Ontario, including the TD Songs of Summer Festival in Oakville 2 years in a row. I've performed, within the last year, we played at the Richmond Hill Centre for the Performing Arts, the Harbourfront Centre, the Registry Theatre in Kitchener, and Showplace Theatre in Peterborough. So we've been all over the place. Because we're based in Mississauga, we've been able to perform at a lot of Mississauga's festivals as well. We played the Streetsville Canada Day celebrations, which was for roughly 25,000 people this year. And we also played at Celebration Square for a festival called Rock the Coliseum.
And you also just released a new single.
That's right, yeah.
It's called
Yeah,
Busy.
busy. So yeah, we put
So I guess you're really, really busy with all this that's happening, but you still had time to write a song.
There you go. And it's been featured on, I think, 13 different Spotify playlists in Canada, the US, and in Latin America. The next performance is actually my CD release show, which is on November 3rd at a venue in the Junction called 3030. So it'll be myself with the 5-piece band performing the entire album and some of our favorite songs as well. I'm excited too because the artist who's supporting the show is the recent winner of the Boots and Hearts Festival Emerging Artist Award, David Boyd Jane. So it's David's going to perform an opening set for me, and then we've got the full 5-piece band. So that's Sunday, November 3rd. Doors will be at 7 o'clock at 3030 in the Junction in Toronto.
Very nice. Any other events coming up for
Sure.
Christmas?
Yeah, we're doing the tree lighting ceremony for the Oakville Downtown Square, so that'll be on the 15th of November, which is a Friday. We'll be playing a mix of my tunes, some of our favorite songs, as well as some holiday-appropriate music.
Can't wait to go and see you, and I hope everyone else joins us as well. This is great. So if you'd like to get in touch with Heather Christine, purchase her CD, download her music, you go to www.heatherchristine.ca, and if you'd like to talk to Matt, go www.mattzaddy.com.
Thanks for having us, Stella.
Thank
It's
you,
great to be here.
Stella.
You're welcome. The Colors of Love concert and the Love in Color album. What a colorful combination. I hope you enjoy the show. And by the way, the color of my love is pink. What color is your love?
Dip and